Hey party people, this is Jeremy from Jambalaya Plays Games. I'm over at the AEG booth looking at Tiny Towns. Peter McPherson is the designer.
Hey everybody, there he is.
The designer. This is Todd. Go ahead and look, just give us a quick synopsis of the game. This is coming soon, right?
This is out in April.
Oh wow. Okay.
So this will be out in April. We're previewing it here.
Yeah.
And we're running continuous games of it throughout the show. So if you're here at PAX, come check it out. If not, if you're watching this later, you won't be here.
Yeah.
So play it when it comes to stores.
Yeah.
So in Tiny Towns, what you're trying to do is you have a 4x4 grid. And on this 4x4 grid, you want to build your tiny town. The way you do that is by placing resources in different shapes. So for instance, you can see this cottage requires a red, a blue, and a yellow. So if you create that shape on your board, you can then remove those from your board and place a cottage on any one of those spaces.
Yes.
That buys you back some space to work with, and it gives you various scoring potential. So the arrangement of your town is how you're going to get your scores.
Right.
So for instance, the cottage is worth 3 victory points if it's fed, and I'll explain being fed in a minute when we get down here to the farm. The next one is the chapel. The chapel is worth 1 victory point for every fed cottage. So if you had 4 fed cottages, a single chapel is worth 4 points.
Yeah.
The farm is what feeds them. So when you build a farm, your cottage buildings are up to 4 cottages anywhere in your town are considered fed.
Wow.
Taverns add up, or cumulative. So for your first tavern, you get 2 victory points. For your second, you get 5 victory points. For your next one, you get, for your third one, you have 9 victory points for having 3, etc.
Yeah.
The well is pretty simple. It only takes 2 colors, but it's 1 victory point for every adjacent cottage.
Okay.
So if you can surround it with cottages, it gets to be worth more points. The theater is worth 1 victory point for every other unique building in the column or row.
Yeah.
So more different buildings you have, the more valuable it becomes.
Yeah.
And then the factory is the only one here that isn't actually worth victory points. When you play the factory, you put a color cube on it, and from now on, when anybody picks that color cube, you get to choose whatever you want.
Yeah.
So if you put blue on it, they pick blue, you could take red.
Yeah.
Now, this is just a sampling.
Right.
In each building type, as you can see here, there's different types. There's up to 4 different buildings that could be used. So you can put out different arrangements every game and have different scoring potentials and different strategies.
All right. Do I get these big player aids with the box?
You don't get the big player aid, no,
right.
but you
is
do
this a play mat, or?
This was made for the show, but you do get the cool little cards that show you the exact same information.
Nice wonderful, wonderful. So thank you so much for giving me a good, thorough explanation of this game. And once again, when does this come to stores? Or?
It'll be in stores this April.
All right. Wow. Thank you so much. Once again, this is Jeremy from Jambalaya Plays Games. We're looking at Tiny Towns. Thank you so much for giving us a good overview of that one. And I'm still going to be at PAX showing a lot of video over at AEG.
Awesome.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right. There you go.